Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today I've got not much planned. Well, we're gonna work on Deinonychus in a little bit, but first I want to show you guys something I was working on a little bit before the episode, and I also need to know oh no, I hid my food here. Good. We'll throw this in there because we need all the supplies I currently have for today's episode. Anyhow, anywho, anywhere. What was it? What was I going to say? It was something. Oh yeah, so some of you guys will have noticed yesterday the episode of Aether that I posted went up, went down, and then went back up. Basically, I uploaded it incorrectly the first time, so I was like, okay, might as well just re-upload it. So yeah, that's why that happened. Also, there was no aisle because all the servers went down, and I haven't checked yet if they have gone back up. Anyway, Dilophosaurus has a better enclosure. I did not fix the water, but as you can see, the terrain looks about 100 billion, thousand million times better. I might keep that wall like that. I'm not sure. I haven't really worked on that part of the park yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. This needs to be fixed, so we'll do that. But yeah. This is what their enclosure looks like now. I think I need to work a bit more on it, but it's getting there. It's definitely looking a lot nicer than it did last episode. Well, probably like 100 billion, not 100 billion, but 100 times at least nicer than it did last time. It looks more like an actual enclosure, and I kind of like the hill that they're on because, well, it's something a bit different. This one isn't as much of a hill, and oh, they're finally coming to the fence. That's so cool. I like it when they do that. But if we hop up here for a second, which gives you a tiny bit of a better view. This one's a flat one, that one's a hill, and then this one's a lake, which I think I kind of like how this looks because it gives a very diverse feel / look to the whole area. And I love that Ceratosaurus. He just looks so cool in his exhibit. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I was working on. I also worked on this a bit, trying to get the Dinosaurs enclosure set up. Or finished at least. So we got some pine trees here. You can see there's a bit of sand here. Now you might be like, this doesn't look too great, Caden. And I'll agree. It does not look too great. I'm working on it. I do want there to be a bit of desert in this enclosure because they did live at least near a desert. So I'm like, why not put the desert in here? Also, I mean, it's not the most secure thing in the world, but it's actually pretty. They're actually a fair distance away from the fence. I mean, in real life, they'd probably just be able to get their head past here. I mean, you can get, yeah, they're just able to barely get their head past the glass barrier, which means I actually did a pretty good job putting up some tight security for these things. Anyway, we're going to sleep real quick, and then we will head over to Le Deinonychus exhibit to finish construction. Now, where did I put my bed? That is a problem. Did I bring it back all the way over there? I must have done something with it. I don't know. Something. Oh gosh. I need to finish the raptor enclosure. What episode is this? This is 55 actually, isn't it? Oh, there's the bed. Yeah, this should be episode 55. Wow, it's been a while. 55 episodes, over the halfway to 100. Over the halfway mark to 100 episodes. That's how I should have said it because English is a language. I should use it correctly. Oh, you're following me. I forgot about that. No, not wander, stay. You stay there. I want to check something real quick. What was it? Someone said, actually, I want to see the map. Oh, the map only, oh, the map isn't updated. Forgot about that. I need to update the map sometime soon. Someone reminded me in the comments of last episode when we were going around at the very end and we were just checking the age of the dinosaurs that the Stegosaurs are actually really old. The Stegosaurs have been here for a really long time. Not the male one, but the two females have been here for pretty much most of the series. So, yeah, let's check how old these guys are. Or these gals. You are 99. And the other one would be, no, not Brachiosaur, we want 99. Okay, so the reason they aren't as old like the raptors, I think, is just that they haven't been loaded in as much as the Dinosaurs have, which were loaded in because I've been working in their general vicinity for a lot more than I have been in this area recently. But I need to finish this exhibit. This is one of the ones I want to, well, actually, this one and then, what is it, the Parasaurolophus enclosure. These are the two, actually, I'd say don't really need as much work as something like the raptor exhibit does. Now, some of you might be like, but why? It needs so much work. Yeah, but it looks like an exhibit. Both of these look like exhibits. The problem I have with the Velociraptors right now is just that theirs doesn't look like it's an exhibit. It just looks like a desert, which is why I don't really like how it looks. These guys look like they could live here. Also, since you guys, I remember when I originally made this, you guys were like, oh, you should just have the Parasaurolophuses, Ankylosaurs, and the Brachiosaurs together. And you know what, guys? I will finally concede to that. I think we just need to tear down that fence because there really just isn't enough purpose to it. If there was a whole nother walkway going through there, I could definitely make myself see it being worthwhile a bit more. But yeah, there really just isn't that worthwhile of a reason to keep them separate. And plus, it probably will allow me to have more Parasaurolophuses in there. Parasaurolophuses. I don't know. What was it? Yeah, actually. So, oh, by the way, for people wondering if the server, why the server is down, basically, I just need to pay for it. That's basically it. Also, tomorrow is a big day because tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of the channel. So I have an episode, what was it? The original time, or the first time we had an anniversary for the channel. I didn't actually celebrate the second year, but the first year, at the end of that, I remember I did now this was really uncommon for me back then. You guys got to understand this. Back then, I still only uploaded like an episode a week. So keep that in mind, keep that in context. And on that day, I uploaded 3 videos. So in that context, you can realize that was a big thing. 3 videos in one day. That was insane. So I was trying to think through, like, oh yeah, what should we do for this? Because I don't really think I'll have time to upload 3 videos in one day, mainly because I really just don't have the time, unfortunately. School kind of prohibits that. So I was trying to think through, okay, Caden, what can you do? What can you do that would be special for this? And I think my final idea, and I think I said this in yesterday's video, so if you didn't hear it there, you'll hear it here now. My idea currently, ooh, there's a good stack of bricks. We just need some, I'm sure I've got them somewhere. What was it? Oh yeah, so I'm going to do a kind of, I know a lot of other people have done this, and there's a good reason for it. It's hilarious, and I wanted to do it as well because why the heck not? Reacting to old videos. So when I say old, I don't mean like, oh, videos I put up like a year ago. I'm talking like 3-year-old episodes. Episode 1 on the channel kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll be reacting to those tomorrow. And it'll be the episode. It won't be the only video up. I will be putting the Isle video up that I said I was going to do. Hopefully, unless the servers go down, in which case I might try another, just doing a random one-off video. I mean, unless it becomes super duper popular and you guys want to see more of them. Anyway, that's again besides the point. So yeah, I'll be doing that video. I don't know which videos I'm gonna pick. Well, obviously, yeah. Well, actually, I know at least two videos I'm going to pick because they're like 2 of the not central videos, but 2 very important videos. So yeah, you guys will get to see me before my voice changed, and before I had a mic, and before I actually knew what I was doing. Believe it or not, there was a time when I didn't know how to run a YouTube channel. There was a time when I was oblivious and thought I could just do random things and people would and I would get like a bajillion subscribers. Why? I feel kind of stupid now because I've been going for iron hunts to get these iron fences up, and there's just been tons of iron sitting in the chest. Oh, that's annoying. Ooh, is that a compy egg? Sweet! Getting those compies. We always need more Compsognathus because compies are amazing. Yeah, let's just put these up. I'm going to build the Velociraptor fence essentially here because that by far is my best fence design ever, and yeah. what was I talking about? There was something about Parasaurolophus I wanted to mention. What was it? Oh, so yeah, that had to pertain to the server. And yeah, after being on the server, I have to say, guys, I am being 100% honest here. Some of you guys are better builders than I am. Like, some of you guys make builds that make me go, like, be put to shame because of the quality of mine. I'm like, dang, I wish I could build that good. So yeah, encouragement to you guys. You guys build fantastic builds. Keep building. It's awesome to go on the server and stuff. Also, I don't know why I just hopped in there for a second. Didn't talk about the Deinonychus or anything, but yeah, you guys got to see older Deinonychus for a split second before I ran out. Yeah, so yeah, so after being on the server, I've kind of realized I think I want to make at least the Parasaurolophus. I'm not sure about Ankylosaurus, although it would make sense though to keep those together. I don't know. You see, I think the biggest thing I'm trying to think about right now is, do I or do I not want to have the Parasaurolophuses have their own exhibit? Because if they have their own, then Ankylosaurus has to have its own. And then if Ankylosaurus has its own, basically then the whole extension onto that build I did for like the herbivores just basically becomes more Stegosaur and Brachiosaur area. And I have to come up with a whole new area for Parasaurolophuses, but I don't even think that's a bad thing, because I kind of want to do, like, we've been talking about Gallimimus, and I really want to do this now, like, more than you can imagine, guys. I want, like, 18, 20 Gallimimuses. I know that's like, it's like a huge number. I just want as many Gallimimuses as we can put into an exhibit, because Gallimimus is super cool, and I don't know, I just want a really, really big herd of them because they're so cool. Anyway, I think I'm changing up the layout of this exhibit. I think we're gonna have the pathway come out straight instead of curved, which means we're going to bring this out, or destroy this part of the fence, and then maybe you see, I don't even really think we need this part of it, because it really only adds in, like, what, maybe an extra 15 blocks, which really isn't that much for an exhibit, so I think we can get rid of this. Anyway, yeah, I kind of want, so like we want to do with Gallimimus, I want to kind of do that with Parasaurolophus, because Hadrosaurs lived in big herds because they're Hadrosaurs, so I think it'd be cool if we had a giant Hadrosaur herd. Oh, and just wait till the more Hadrosaurs get added in. I'm talking like, what are they called? Corythosaurs, Lambeosaurs, Edmontosaurus. Like, when more Hadrosaurs get added in, it's going to be super cool because, well, Hadrosaurs are awesome. Despite what some people will tell you, think like, oh yes, T-Rex the coolest, Hadrosaurs are stupid. No, Hadrosaurs are sick. Or at least I think they are. I don't know why. What is it? I'd say sometimes I like the weirder, or not the weirder, the less popular branches of dinosaurs, because like whenever you hear the average person talking about dinosaurs, what dinosaurs do you usually hear about? Meat eaters like Allosaurus or Velociraptor or T-Rex. You don't really ever hear people being like, oh, aren't like sauropods just like the coolest dinosaurs ever? Which, by the way, they are. Sauropods are amazingly cool. I mean, it's basically a four-legged whale on the land. I know that's a very poor description. Of those of you who really like dinosaurs, you're gonna be like, wow, Caden really could have come up with a better description of sauropods, but very basic description. But I mean, like, sauropods are sick. So are hadrosaurs. Ceratopsids are awesome. Stegosaurs are awesome. Even some ornithomimids are pretty sick. Therizinosaurs are sick. I'm using the word sick way too much. Basically, just to get to the point of, I don't understand why more people aren't as interested in the herbivores, because to be honest, I'm more scared of some of the herbivorous dinosaurs than I am of the carnivorous ones. I mean, like, what was it? Oh, I've already used this example in an episode. I'll use it again because it was a good example. If you think about it, most carnivores, and I'm saying most, and there's probably gonna be a debate in the comments with, well, there probably won't, but I mean, I could see myself debating with some of the people from last episode when I was talking about Deinonychus being solitary. Someone said, no, they are confirmed, most raptors were confirmed to be pack hunters. Deinonychus, as far as I am concerned, not as far as I'm concerned, as far as I am assured, is the only evidence we have of raptors hunting in packs. The Deinonychus and the three Deinonychus. And someone said, oh, Velociraptors would have, that one's just kind of like wolves. They actually, I don't think they've ever actually found Velociraptor skeletons together, which means it would have been cannibalism And it actually makes sense if you look at that Velociraptor's environment. If you look at where they were living, which is the Gobi Desert, which was a desert when they were alive, I mean, they're living in a very food deficient, water deficient biome, so there's not a lot of resources to go around. So living in a pack, or I guess you could use this as a, extrovert introvert kind of thing. I know this isn't a great example because that's usually with people, but with an animal being an introvert in that kind of situation, it's actually a lot better for them, because living in groups of 1 or 2 in the desert especially, you're not wasting as much resources trying to get things and stuff, so, or working with other animals, so, you know, you kind of survive longer on your own or something. I don't know. Basically, in the desert environment, as far as I'm concerned, being solitary was a better one. Deinonychus, would say, probably has a higher chance of being a pack hunter, but I'm not even sure they would have been pack hunters. It's a cool idea, though. Anyway, why am I talking about this? What was I talking about before? It was something to do with packs or animals living in herds. Oh yeah, that was it. That was my point I was talking about in an episode. A lot of people are like, oh, T-Rex is scary and stuff, but for the most part, from what we know, carnivorous dinosaurs would have been solitary. Or if not solitary, living in small family groups of like 2 to 5 individuals. So I mean, yeah, that's not a small amount of carnivores. I mean, and living in one area, like 5 or so T-Rexes coming at you, that would be absolutely terrifying. Like, unbelievably terrifying. But then you have to think, let's just take a generic hadrosaur, and I know, Admonosaurus is the generic hadrosaur if you think about it. It and Hadrosaurus are the generic ones because, well, they look like most other hadrosaurs do. But if you take a generic hadrosaur, which let's say lived in a medium-sized herd, let's say of about 50 to 60 individuals. I mean, I know they found some ceratopsid herds that number up to nearly 1,000 individuals. So I mean, herbivorous dinosaur herds are nothing to there's a lot of proof for them. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's say there's a giant herd. If a family of 5 or so T-Rexes hunted you down for some unknown reason, because, well, it's a T-Rex, I'm not sure why it would hunt a human, because we really have no meat on us or anything of sustenance value. I don't know how to say that. There's not a lot of sustenance from eating a person. Anyway, what was it? Yeah, so if you think about that, the T-Rex is terrifying, even if it's only 5. But the hadrosaurs, most people wouldn't be too scared of the hadrosaurs. Until you realize that there's probably around, let's say, again, like a smaller herd that's maybe around 50, 60 individuals. And if they stampede, I mean, that's like, I mean, the average Admonosaur is like the size of an elephant. So that's like 50 to 60 elephant-sized animals stampeding. I mean, that has to be terrifying, absolutely terrifying. I would not want to be anywhere near that. I don't know why I spent so long on that tangent, but I did, so why not? I'm gonna figure out how to make scaffolding someday. Someday I will learn to make. Ah! Dang it! We're gonna get this built eventually. Eventually. Let's not grab up here. Go up here. Oh, what was it? Someone was talking. Someone left a comment that made me kind of laugh. They said, it was like, oh yeah, Aether. It was on an Aether video, like, oh, next season of Dinos, you should do Aether Dinos. And I was just thinking, like, that would be really cool and really difficult at the same time. I mean, it would be an interesting idea. What was the other one? One of my friends, this would have been a year and a half ago. He was talking to me. He's like, dude, you should do Dinos with Galacticraft on the moon. And I was like, that would be cool. And also insanely hard because we wouldn't really build a park until, like, for a really long time, actually. Because, man, in that mod, it does take forever to really get the rocket ships and stuff. So before we got to the moon, it'd be forever. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. But ideas like that are interesting. And then I was like, another friend brought up the idea of an underwater park, like a completely underwater park, kind of like Atlantis or something. I don't know. Which I thought, again, was cool, but very impractical considering the size of, like, the big dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus and stuff, and it'd be really hard to make those exhibits. Underground park, again, same thing. But those are all interesting ideas, so I don't know. it would be interesting. I think I might do something like that one season. One season, I think I'm going to do something completely different. Like, I mean, the server was completely different. We had never had a multiplayer dinos, but that kind of fell through. I mean, to be honest, that really did fall through really quickly. Not the fault of anyone on the server, it was just... I mean, with people like me, I do this kind of series as the backbone of the YouTube channel. So for me, this is a very important series to keep going. Most of the other people that I invited and that were on, this wasn't the main thing on their channel. They had other series they were doing. I'm actually gonna hit. Oh, what was I looking for? It was my chisel. Did I ever get my chisel back? I may have. Let's see. Do I have it here? I may have to rebuild my chisel. Oh, nope, there we go. So yeah, like a lot of people ended up not really going too far with it because, well, they had other series they could do. So, you know, they didn't really have the world's largest reason to keep doing the Dinosaurs world. So that's why the server kind of fell through. I think if I ever do another server, I don't know if I'm going to pick the same people. I might pick some of the same people, but I don't really think dinos is much. Like, I have several people I would call friends and acquaintances who are YouTubers and do this similar stuff to me. Not dinosaurs, but like same kind of YouTube stuff. And I don't know if any of them are super duper interested in this. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like Josh. You guys know Josh. I mean, he's been in several live streams. You guys, some of you guys see him as the bane of the live stream, I guess. But with him, he's someone I like to do dinos with, or like just talk while I'm on dinos, because he knows about as much. He knows dinosaurs about as well as I do. So, I mean, we can have just like Skype calls where we spend like an hour and a half discussing dinosaurs, like the current theories on certain ones, new discoveries, things like that. That's the kind of stuff I like to do with people. And he's one who also likes to build parks and stuff. He's a fantastic builder. I don't know if he's going to do anything like this soon, but actually, I don't know if he's actually got any of his videos up anymore. But if you guys ever want to see some of Josh's builds, I would highly suggest like going on his channel, asking him to do like show off some of his builds and stuff, because the dude is amazing at building, like absolutely insane. It's really cool. Anyway, the Deinonychus exhibit, it's getting there. It looks a lot better than it did. I like this fence design a lot more. It fits better with the park. Yeah. So we're on the way to redeeming this area. I mean, actually, thinking about this, we could move the Compies out of the tunnel. The Compy tunnel was a cool exhibit. But thinking about it now, this might actually work better as their own exhibit. So just bring the pathway all the way actually up like to here, and then put the Compies in there, close off the hatch, and then it can look like just a rock wall that the Deinonychus can go near. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to just, I don't know, do something. And until next time, see ya!